Welcome to Beech Grove High School, where tonight it's girls varsity basketball action between the Indian Creek Lady Braves and the Beech Grove Lady Hornets. I'm Jim Pick, and both teams come into tonight's game with 2-7 records. Indian Creek's coming off a 60-42 loss against Martinsville last Saturday night, while Beech Grove's coming off a 60-34 loss at Franklin 2 nights ago. So sit back and relax and enjoy tonight's game here on BGTV. Here are their starting lineups. First for the Indian Creek Lady Braves. At one guard, number 12, Jessica Knight. At another guard, number 32, Michaela Smith. And at the third guard, number 15, Alexis McGregor. At the forwards, number 21, Candace Stans, and number 23, Kaylee Haste. Indian Creek is coached by Dan Berkman in his 5th season at the high school. For the Beech Grove Lady Hornets, at the 3 guards, number 5, Bree Hurt, number 12, Taylor Peavy, and number 33, Mackenzie Marschke. At the forwards, number 20, Lizzie Giller, and number 32, Kayla Kaiser. Beech Grove is coached by Mark Parker, is in his 1st season after being a longtime assistant to 5 different head coaches here at Beech Grove High School. Both teams have common opponents this year in Morristown and Franklin. Indian Creek beat Morristown 58-41, while the Lady Hornets lost to the Lady Yellow Jackets 65-57. Indian Creek lost to Franklin 58-50 in the Johnson County tournament, while the Hornets lost to Franklin 60-34 at Franklin 2 nights ago. As we mentioned at the outset of this broadcast, both teams come into tonight's game with identical 2-7 records. This is a potential sectional 27 Class 3A preview between these two teams. Indian Creek is the defending sectional champion. In fact, it won the sectional in 2011. Lizzie Giller and Candace Stans will jump it up at center court. The ball is tossed in the air, and the tap is controlled by Beech Grove. Kayla Kaiser has it in the front court. She gets it back to Taylor Peavy. Peavy will set up the offense for the Lady Hornets. She drives, kicks it back out to Bree Hurt. Back over to Peavy near the top of the key. Gets it down low to Kayla Kaiser. She'll put up a jumper and hit. Kayla Kaiser with her first 2, and it's 2-0 Beech Grove. Ball nearly stolen away on the inbound pass, picked up by Jessica Knight. Mishandled, stolen away by Kayla Kaiser. Gets it over to Bree Hurt, who will bring it into the front court for the Lady Hornets. Pass intended for Lizzie Giller, overthrown. Indian Creek will have it. Hayes brings it into the front, or Candace Stans rather, brings it into the front court for the Lady Braves. Jessica Knight now has it, gets it over to Alexis McGregor, stolen away by Bree Hurt. Hurt will go in for an uncontested layup. Bree Hurt with her first 2 points, and the Hornets lead 4-0. Here's a pass overthrown by number 12, Jessica Knight. Intended for Alexis McGregor. Beech Grove with the ball and an early 4-point lead. Pass into the front court, fielded by Peavy. Here's Marschke from the right wing. No, that's off the side of the rim. Rebound controlled by McGregor. Here come the Lady Braves. With the basketball, Jessica Knight. We are in the early stages of quarter number 1 of this contest. We got a foul on the floor. Let's see who the guilty party is. That'll go against Taylor Peavy. The first foul for either team. McGregor gets it over to Haste. Basket scored by Candace Stands for the Lady Braves as they draw to within 2 at 4-2. Peavy with the basketball. Over to Giller. She fires a jumper in the lane. Missed it. Rebound controlled by Knight. Gets it over to Haste. Back to Jessica Knight. She'll bring it into the front court for Indian Creek. Knight pass down low to Dans, who hits. And just like that, we're even at 4-piece. Bree Hurt gets over to Taylor Peavy. Hornets get into the front court. Giller back to Peavy. Down low to Kayla Kaiser. Turns, puts it up, missed it. Rebound. Ball goes out of bounds to Indian Creek. Dan Berkman, by the way, was a varsity assistant to Randy Males at Beech Grove High School about 10 years or so ago. Here's a steal by Peavy. She missed the short jumper. Ball goes out of bounds. Beech Grove will keep it. 5:25 left to go here in the first quarter. We are tied at 4 if you're just joining us. Beech Grove had an early 4-0 lead. Here's a pass down low to Kaiser. She's fouled on the shot attempt. And the foul will go against Michaela Smith, which will be her first. The first foul on the Lady Braves. Kaiser at the line, hits the first of 2. She will have one more. Kaiser fires, missed the second one. Dance with the basketball. Gets it over to Haste. Haste to McGregor, stolen away. Bree Hurt with a steal. Taylor Peavy has it into the front court for the Lady Hornets. Over to Bree Hurt. Hurt gets it back to Peavy. Peavy looking to set the offense up. Better get rid of the basketball. She dribbles, gets over to Hurt for a jumper, and nails it. It's a 2-point bucket. 7-4. Beech Grove by 3 as they reclaim the lead. Here's a steal by Kayla Kaiser off an errant pass. Hurt with the basketball for the Lady Hornets. Gets over to Kaiser right side. Kaiser thought about driving, didn't. Gets it to Marschke. Mackenzie Marschke gets it to Taylor Peavy. Over to Kaiser. Kaiser will drive the baseline, turn. She'll put it up. No. She gets her own rebound and puts it in. Off the glass and in. Kayla Kaiser with 2 more, and it's 9-4 Lady Hornets. Here's a steal by Giller, rather. Giller will put it up. No. Rebound Peavy. She has the shot blocked. No foul called. Lady Braves come up with a basketball. Here's McGregor. She's fouled. And that foul will go against Lizzie Giller. As McGregor is fouled on the shot attempt. That is the second team foul on the Lady Hornets. The first for Giller. As Alexis McGregor will step to the charity stripe. The first of which is short. As the ball barely grazes iron on that first attempt. She will have one more free throw. Second free throw is good. We've got a timeout here. We will take one as well. With 3:51 left to go in quarter number 1, Beech Grove leads Indian Creek 9-5 when we return here on BGTV. Back here at Beech Grove High School with the Lady Hornets lead the Indian Creek Lady Braves 9-5. Taylor Peavy takes the inbounds pass from Bree Hurt. Hurt will get it into the front court. Over to Peavy, left side. Pass intent for Marshke. She's got it, puts it up and in. Mackenzie Marshke with her first two. And the Hornets enjoy their largest lead at 6 at 11-5. Dans puts it up, missed the shot. Ball goes out of bounds. Over to Beech Grove. Last touch by the Lady Braves. Bree Hurt will throw it in bounds to Taylor Peavy. Gets it back to Bree Hurt. Hornets in the front court. Looked like that ball was deflected, but it wasn't. It was an errant pass by Bree Hurt. Lady Braves have the basketball once again. McGregor to throw it in to Candace Dans. Dans brings it across the 10-second line. Pass it off to number 32, Michaela Smith. Loose ball on the floor. Knight has it for Indian Creek. Pass down low to Dan. She'll put it up and in. Candace Dans with a couple of points. Credit Jessica Knight with an assist. 11-7. Beech Grove by 4. Here's a steal by Dans. She will go in for a layup. Two more for Dans. 11-9 now. Marshke has it. Almost walked with it. Wasn't called. We got a tie-up. Possession arrow points toward the Indian Creek basket. And the Lady Braves will have possession of the basketball. As Alexis McGregor throws it in. Candace Dans has it for the Lady Braves. Across the timeline. Dans drives, puts it up, got it. Timeout taken by Beech Grove. We will take one here with 2:25 left to go in the opening quarter. Indian Creek 11, Beech Grove 11. Back after this here on BGTV. (11-11) tie between these two sectional rivals. Indian Creek and Beech Grove. I have Candace Dans for 10 of Indian Creek's 11 points. Hurt gets it over to Marshke. Marshke fires, misses. Rebound controlled by number 32, Michaela Smith. Ball goes out of bounds. Indian Creek will retain possession. Candace Dans gave chase after that pass by Michaela Smith. Jessica Knight to throw it in. She gets it to Smith. Smith with the basketball over to McGregor. Over to Candace Dans. Jessica Knight will set the offense up. Under 2 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Knight over to McGregor. Pass intent for Dans. She's down low, puts it up, got it. Dans with two more. Indian Creek has its first lead of the night at 13-11. Kaiser has the ball down low for Beech Grove, puts up a shot, missed it. Thought she was fouled, wasn't called there. Dans passes to number 23, Haste. Here's Smith with a jumper. She hits. Indian Creek on a 10-0 run here in the late stages of the first quarter. 15-11. Lady Braves on top. Mackenzie Marshke has the ball, being double-teamed. We've got a held ball, but the possession arrow points toward the Beech Grove basket. Sydney Bonds and Olivia Pick check into the lineup for Beech Grove for the first time this evening. Bree Hurt will throw it in from the near side of the court, gets it over to Marshke. Marshke once again draws a double team. We got a traveling call against Mackenzie Marshke. 1:04 left to go, first quarter. Indian Creek with the ball and the lead. Jessica Knight has it for the Lady Braves. Being guarded by Sydney Bonds. Knight dishes it off to Dans. Dans puts it up, missed it. Rebound to Smith. Smith might have stepped out of bounds and dead. Beech Grove basketball with 47.8 seconds left to go. Bonds, near steal, gets over to Hurt. She passes to Olivia Pick, drives the baseline, puts it up off the side of the backboard. Rebound controlled by Haste. We got a foul called on the floor. It'll go against Beech Grove. That foul will go against Olivia Pick, which will be her first. The third team foul on the Lady Hornets. With the basketball's Dans drawing some pressure from the Beech Grove defense. Gets to Jessica Knight in the front court. She dishes off to McGregor. McGregor misses the shot, however. Ball goes out of bounds to Beech Grove. Beech Grove basketball, 22 seconds left to play, first quarter. Olivia Pick for three. She hits! Olivia Pick with her first field goal of the night, and she draws her team to within one at 15-14. We've got a foul against Beech Grove, I believe. And that will go against Sydney Bonds. Check that, Kayla Kaiser. Wait a minute, the foul will go against Indian Creek. That is on Michaela Smith. I thought it was against Beech Grove, but it wasn't. Bonds down low to Kaiser. Kaiser's fouled. And the foul will go against Jessica Knight, which will be her first personal, as Kayla Kaiser steps to the free throw line. The first of which is in and out off the glass and back in. Shannon Neworth checks into the lineup for Beech Grove, as Marski will have a seat on the Beech Grove bench. Kaiser with one more. She can give her team the lead, and she does. 16-15. Beech Grove by one. 4 seconds left to play. Knight with the basketball. She better shoot it. She misses. We've reached the end of the first quarter here at Beech Grove High School with your score. The Beech Grove Lady Hornets 16. The Indian Creek Lady Braves 15. Back with second quarter action here on BGTV. One quarter is complete here at Beech Grove High School, with the Lady Hornets leading the Lady Braves of Indian Creek 16-15. We got a brief delay. There should be 8 minutes on the clock. There were originally 6 minutes, but that has been corrected. Indian Creek will have the ball on the near side of the court, right in front of our booth. McGregor gets it in to number 10, Cassie Smith. Dans takes the pass. She'll put it up and in. Two more for Candace Dans. 17-16. Indian Creek by one. Hurt almost walked with the ball, didn't. She passes off to Olivia Pick. Olivia Pick draws a double team, gets it back out to Bree Hurt. Over to Giller, back to Hurt. Olivia Pick drives with the basketball. Pass to Bonds. Over to Neworth. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Beech Grove. As we play 28 seconds into quarter number 2. Sydney Bonds to throw it in. Gets to Neworth. Over to Bree Hurt. Olivia Pick has it right side. We've got a foul called against Indian Creek. We got a held ball. The possession arrow points toward the Beech Grove basket, as Indian Creek had the ball to start quarter number 2. Hurt will throw it in. Gets to Sydney Bonds. Bonds walked with the basketball as she pulled her pivot foot. 17-16. Indian Creek by one. Just over 7 minutes to go here in the first half. With the basketball's Raven Dans. Smith to Candace Dans. Back to Cassie Smith. She missed the jumper. Rebound Bonds. Bonds 1 against 4. We got a traveling call against Sydney Bonds. Indian Creek will have it. Taylor Peavy and Kayla Kaiser will re-enter the lineup. Cassie Smith to throw it in. Gets to Candace Dans. Dans getting some pressure. Now gets it in the front court. Here's Smith with a short jumper. She hits. Cassie Smith picks up her first 2 points, and it's 19-16. Sydney Bonds has it, draws a double team, gets over to Peavy. She'll pass off to Bree Hurt down low. Bree Hurt is fouled as she attempted to go up for the layup. The foul will go against Alexis McGregor, which will be her first. Hurt steps to the free throw line. The first of which is no good. She will have one more free throw. Hurt can pull her team within 2 if she can hit the second of this free throw. She missed them both, but Giller gets the offensive rebound. She misses the layup, but is fouled in the act of shooting. Or is there a foul? Maybe they're going over who committed the foul for Indian Creek. Wait a minute. There was no foul on the play. Don't know why. One of those inexplicable things. Here's Bonds for a 3. She missed it badly. Ball goes out of bounds. And Indian Creek will have possession once again. 6 minutes, 27 seconds left to go in the first half. Indian Creek with the ball and a 19-16 lead. Cassie Smith is fouled in the front court by Bree Hurt. That'll be foul number 1 against the Beech Grove junior. That's the 4th team foul on the Lady Hornets. We got a foul against Kayla Kaiser, I believe, as she made contact with Raven Dans. That'll be the first foul against Kayla Kaiser. The 5th team foul on Beech Grove. McGregor gets over to Smith. Might have gotten away with a walk, wasn't called. Jumper missed by Knight. Rebound by Candace Dans. She walked with a basketball. Mackenzie Marshke will re-enter the game for Beech Grove. Bree Hurt will get a much-needed rest. Marshke gets into Peavy. Peavy walked with a basketball. Good call by the far side official, who was right on top of the play. 6:06 left to go, second quarter. 19-16 Indian Creek if you're just joining us. Smith gets into McGregor. Over to Raven Dans. Gets over to her sister, Candace Dans. Back to Smith. McGregor from the right wing misses. Rebound controlled by Raven Dans over to Candace Dans. She missed the running layup. Taylor Peavy comes up with a rebound. Back the other way come the Lady Hornets. We got a foul against Indian Creek, I believe. That will go against Candace Dans, which will be her first. That'll be the 5th team foul against the Lady Braves. Jessica Benneman checks into the lineup for the first time tonight for Beech Grove. Marshke's inbounds pass to Peavy. Peavy might have been fouled, wasn't called there. Peavy maintains her dribble, gets over to Marshke right side. Back to Peavy. Down low to Kayla Kaiser. Kaiser has the ball stolen away. Here's Jessica Knight at the other end for Indian Creek. She missed the layup. Rebound controlled by Alexis McGregor. Down low to Cassie Smith. Back to Raven Dans. Candace Dans now has it for Indian Creek. As she'll reset the offense for the Lady Braves. Dans with the basketball. Gets it over to Raven Dance. Back over to Knight. McGregor has it left side. Back to Raven Dance. Pass intended for her sister, intercepted by Taylor Peavy. Peavy with the basketball. She missed the running layup. Rebound by McGregor. We got a tie-up, and a triple team results in a traveling call against Alexis McGregor. Beech Grove will have possession. 4:52 left to go here in the first half. Mackenzie Marshke to throw it in for the Lady Hornets. Gets over to Benneman. Jessica, she puts up a jumper, banks it off the glass and in. Benneman with her first two. We got a traveling call against Indian Creek off the inbounds pass as Jessica Knight walked with the basketball. Sydney Bonds to inbound for Beech Grove. Bonds gets it in to Taylor Peavy. Over to Marshke. She'll fire a three. Missed it. Rebound to McGregor. Back the other way come the Lady Braves. We got a steal. Bonds comes up with a basketball for the Lady Hornets into the front court. Here's Bonds. Maintains her dribble. Puts up a running one-hander. Lays it in. 20-19. Hornets recapture the lead. 4:19 left to go. Here's Candace Dans. Ball goes out of bounds. Indian Creek will keep it. 4:15 left to go. Coach Mark Parker makes a substitution that Bree Hurt re-enters the Beech Grove lineup. Sydney Bonds comes out of the lineup for Beech Grove. Jessica Knight to throw it in near her basket. Looking for somebody. Finally gets it in to McGregor. Raven Dance has it out front. Over to Cassie Smith. Back to Jessica Knight. McGregor left side. Misses the three. Rebound, Bree Hurt. Hurt will bring it across the 10-second line. Down low to Kayla Kaiser. Kaiser was contacted by McGregor. And that'll be the second foul against Alexis McGregor, if it is. And it is. That is the 16th foul against the Lady Braves. The next Indian Creek foul will put Beech Grove at the charity stripe. Marshke missed the jumper. Kaiser gets the rebound. She'll put it up and in. Kaiser with two more. 22-19. Beech Grove by 3. Lady Hornets' largest lead has been 6 at 11-5. Knight has the basketball out front for the Lady Braves. Gets over to Raven Dance. Dance back to Knight. She walked with the basketball. She dragged her pivot foot. 3:29 left to go first half. Hornets with the basketball and the lead, 22-19. Hurt gets it in to Taylor Peavy. Peavy brings it into the front court. Over to Benneman. Benneman cross-court pass to Hurt. She'll fire a jumper. Missed it. Rebound. Loose ball on the floor. We got a held ball. Possession arrow points toward the Indian Creek bench. Or the Indian Creek basket, rather. Cassie Smith to throw it in for Indian Creek. But not before Coach Mark Parker makes another substitution. Giller checks in for Kayla Kaiser. Raven Dance has it in the front court. Over to Candace Dance. Now Jessica Knight has it for the Lady Braves. Contacted by Bree Hurt. No harm, no foul. Here's a steal by Giller. Ball goes off of Giller. Or check that. Last touch by Indian Creek. Giller never touched it. So Beech Grove will have the basketball near their basket. Mackenzie Marshke will inbound the ball. As Christian Folks will check into the lineup for the first time tonight. 2:55 left to go here in the first half. Benneman has it over to Hurt. Back to Marshke right side. She fires a three, misses. Loose ball on the floor, controlled by, actually, Smith might have stepped out of bounds, wasn't called. However, Jessica Knight missed the layup at the other end. Hurt comes up with the basketball for the Lady Hornets. Hurt into the front court. Passes it off to Giller. She fires a jumper, misses. Rebound Benneman. She puts it up. Counter, and she's fouled. Jessica Benjamin with the basket for Beech Grove. The foul will be against Michaela Smith. That'll be foul number 3 against her. Benjamin will go to the line for a 3-point play if she can hit this free throw. And in the process, equal Beech Grove's largest lead if she can convert here, which she does not, as the free throw is left short. Candace Dance gets it over to Kaylee Haste. Jessica Knight has it in the front court for the Lady Braves. Over to Haste, down low to Dance, turns, gets it out to Cassie Smith. She's fouled in the, no, she was not. Smith is down. Play continues. We got a foul against Beech Grove. Cassie Smith finally gets up, which is a good sign. Actually, she will come out of the game as Alexis McGregor checks back into the Indian Creek lineup. Cassie Smith appears to be okay. Here's a steal by Giller off the inbounds pass. Hurt has it for the Lady Hornets. She gets into the front court to Christian Folks. Over to Marshke. She fires, misses the jumper. Rebound controlled by Dans. Dans, did she step out of bounds? Actually, the ball went off the back of the backboard, which is out of bounds. The pass went off the backboard. Beech Grove will have the basketball. Minute 48 left to go here in the first half. Hornets by 5, 24-19. Hurt will inbound to the right of her basket. Over to Marshke. Back to Peavy. Hornets setting up the offense. Peavy over to Hurt right side. Hurt lost the handle momentarily. Ball goes out of bounds. Beech Grove will keep it. Last touch by Jessica Knight. Hurt will throw it in on the near side of the court. Over to Marshke. She fires a 3. Got it! Mackenzie Marshke with 3 more. Hornets have their largest lead at 8 at 27-19. Minute 24 left to go. Here's Dance for 3. She nails it from the near side of the court. 27-22. Beech Grove by 5. Lady Braves applying pressure. Hornets break the pressure. Marshke for 2. Missed badly. There's Benjamin on the offensive rebound. She missed the shot. The ball was blocked by an Indian Creek player, but Beech Grove will keep it. Minute 5 left to go here in the first half. Mackenzie Marshke to throw it in as Olivia Pick re-enters the lineup for the Lady Hornets. Marshke throws into Pick. Pick gets it over to Peavy. Peavy gets it back to Olivia Pick right side. She'll fire a 3. Missed it off the front of the rim. Peavy gets the rebound, however. She puts it up. Gets it good. Go in. Taylor Peavy with 2 more. 29-22. Hornets by 7. 45 seconds left to go. Here's the ball off of Raven Dans. Goes out of bounds. Beech Grove will have the basketball once again. 42.3 remaining in the first half. Beech Grove may hold for the last shot. Taylor Peavy will bring it into the front court. Being closely guarded by Candace Dans. Lost the handle, but now gets it back. Here's a steal by Candace Dans. She will lay it up and in. 2 more for Candace Dans. 29-24. Beech Grove by 5. 20 seconds left to play. Marshke with the basketball right side. Draws a double team. We got a traveling call against Mackenzie Marshke. 14.6 seconds left to go. Indian Creek will have 1 more possession. Jessica Knight with the basketball for the Lady Braves. Gets into the front court. Being guarded by Mackenzie Marshke. 7 seconds. Over to Candace Dans. Here's a jumper attempted by Jessica Knight, or McGregor rather. She missed it. We've reached halftime here at Beech Grove High School with the score. The Beech Grove Lady Hornets 29, the Indian Creek Lady Braves 24. Stay tuned for second half action when we return here on BGTV. Here are the unofficial first half statistics. First for the visiting Indian Creek Lady Braves. Candace Dan's sophomore sensation leads all scorers with 19 points, followed by Cassie Smith with 2, Michaela Smith with 2, and Alexis McGregor with 1. For the Lady Hornets, Kayla Kaiser leads with 9, followed by Mackenzie Marshke with 5, Jessica Benjamin with 4, Bree Hurt with 4, Taylor Peavy with 2, Cindy Bonds with 2, and Olivia Pick with 3. Indian Creek was 1 of 2 from the line in the first half. Beech Grove was 3 of 7 from the charity stripe in the first half. The foul situation for Indian Creek, Michaela Smith has 3 fouls, Alexis McGregor has 2, Candace Dans and Jessica Knight each have 1. For Beech Grove, 6 different players have 1 foul each for the Lady Hornets.
Oh yeah, they said they can't
As we're about to start quarter number 3 here at Beech Grove High School, with Beech Grove leading Indian Creek 29-24. Back after this here on BGTV. Back here at Beech Grove High School, where the Hornets lead the Lady Braves of Indian Creek 29-24. This is Dan Berkman's 5th season as Indian Creek head coach. He's had 4 winning seasons, going 19-3, 16-6, 17-7, and 20-6. So far this season, he's 2-7, the worst of his 5 seasons so far at Indian Creek. But this is a rebuilding year for the Lady Braves. Beech Grove basketball. Peavy gets it to Kaiser. She drives the baseline, puts it up and in. 2 more for Kayla Kaiser, 31-24. Lady Hornets by 7. Their largest lead has been 8 at 27-19. With the basketballs, Candace Dans gets it over to Michaela Smith. Lost the handle momentarily, but gets it back to Dans. Dans over to McGregor. Knight over to Haste. She missed the jumper. Rebound, Giller. Over to Taylor Peavy. Peavy to Hurt. Kaiser drives the baseline, puts it up. No. Rebound, Giller. She follows it up with the putback. 33-24. Hornets lead is now 9. We played a minute into this third quarter. Dans gets it over to Smith. Smith over to McGregor. Haste back to Knight. Over to Candace Dans. Dans over to Haste. Haste misses the jumper. Rebound, Kaiser. Over to Bree Hurt. Hornets on the break. Hurt hits the layup. 35-24. Beech Grove by 11. Hornets have scored the first 6 points of this half. Knight with the basketball for the Lady Braves. Over to McGregor. Back to Smith. Smith with the basketball. She sets the offense up. We got a timeout taken by Indian Creek, I believe. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. 6:19 left to go here in the third quarter. If you're just joining us, Beech Grove leads Indian Creek 35-24 in a battle of Class 3A Sectional 27 teams. Both teams have 2 common opponents this year in Morristown and Franklin. The Hornets lost to the Lady Yellow Jackets of Morristown 65-57, while Indian Creek won 58-41 against the same ball club. Both teams lost to Franklin. Beech Grove 60-34 and Indian Creek 58-50 in the Johnson County tournament. We got a turnover against the Lady Braves. Bree Hurt will throw it in. Gets into Taylor Peavy. Just over 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Peavy, pass intercepted. Jessica Knight has it. Back the other way come the Lady Braves. Knight gets it over to Dans. Dan's thought about driving. Now she'll pull it back out for the Lady Braves. Over to Jessica Knight. Knight gets over to Smith. Now Dans has it. Here's a jumper by McGregor. She hits the three. Indian Creek scores its first points of the second half. 35-27. Beech Grove by 8. Their largest lead's been 11. Pass intended for Kaiser, intercepted. We got a foul against Kayla Kaiser, or check that, Lizzie Giller, I believe. That'll be foul number 2 against Lizzie. Just under 5.5 minutes to play third quarter. McGregor gets it across the 10-second line. Over to Dan's right side. With the basketball is McGregor. She hits another three. Back-to-back threes by Alexis McGregor draw the Indian Creek Braves to within 5 at 35-30. Don't look now. Hurt. Almost stolen away. Hornets get it back into the backcourt, but the ball was touched by Indian Creek before it went into the backcourt. We got a foul against Indian Creek, I believe, as Candace Dans is down. Indian Creek can ill afford to lose her. Coach Dan Berkman comes out onto the floor to check on her, on his leading scorer, rather. Hopefully it's nothing serious. Dans is helped to her feet. Hopefully she's okay. Don't know who the foul was on. It'll be Beech Grove basketball. Peavy with the ball. Gets over to Kayla Kaiser, right side. Kaiser. We got a foul against the Lady Braves.
Number 23, Kaylee Hicks, Indian Creek, her first, Indian Creek second to the half.
Kaylee Hayes picks up her first foul. The previous Indian Creek foul went against Candace Dans, who was shaken up on the play, being tended to by Beech Grove trainer Carl Palma on the Indian Creek bench. We got a turnover against Beech Grove. Rather a foul, and that will go against Lizzie Giller. And that will be foul number 3 against the Beech Grove junior. With the basketballs, Jessica Knight. Jessica, near steal, ball goes out of bounds. Indian Creek will maintain possession of the ball, as Knight will throw it in between the scorer's table and her bench. Pass into the backcourt, fielded by Cassie Smith. Cassie, stolen away by Peavy. Pass to Bree Hurt. Hurt will lay it up, got it. Bree Hurt with 2 more, ends the 6-point run by the Lady Braves. 37-30. Beech Grove by 7. As we near the midway mark of quarter number 3, Cassie Smith with the basketball right side for the Lady Braves. Gets it over to Haste. Jessica Knight has it. We got a kick ball. Kayla Kaiser touched it. Indian Creek will keep it. Olivia Pick re-enters the Beech Grove lineup, as Lizzie Giller will get a rest, as she has 3 fouls. McGregor for 3. She hits once again. Alexis McGregor with her 3rd 3-point field goal of this third quarter, 37-33. The 11-point lead is evaporated to 4. Peavy with the basketball right side. Over to Hurt. Marshke has it, cross court pass to Peavy. She drives, lost the handle momentarily. We got a foul called against Indian Creek, I believe. That'll be against Kaylee Hayes. That'll be foul number 2 against the Indian Creek senior. Hornets will have it near their basket. Hurt to Kaiser. Kaiser puts it up, missed it. Rebound to Haste. Over to Cassie Smith. Back to Jessica Knight. Indian Creek has it in the front court. Knight being closely guarded by Olivia Pick. We're going to have a foul called against Olivia Pick. And if that's on Olivia, that'll be foul number 2. Cassie Smith to throw it in from the near side of the court. Knight across the timeline. Knight gets it over to Smith. Back to Haste. Haste missed the short jumper. Rebound, Bree Hurt. Hurt brings it out of traffic. Over to Peavy. Taylor gets over to Marshke, or Olivia Pick rather. She missed the three-point attempt. Hurt got the rebound and is fouled on the shot attempt. And that will go against Jessica Knight, which will be foul number 2 against Jessica Knight. As Bree Hurt will go to the charity stripe for 2. Hurt's free throw is no good off the back of the iron. Raven Dans and Candace Dans re-enter the lineup for the Lady Braves. Jessica Benneman and Sydney Bonds check back into the Beech Grove lineup. Hurt with one more free throw. Hurt, eyes, fires, hits. 38-33. Beech Grove with a 5-point lead. Under 2 minutes, 45 seconds left to play here in the third period. McGregor gets it over to Jessica Knight. Knight resets the offense. We got a traveling call against Jessica Knight. Once again, Beech Grove will have the basketball. 2:34 left to go, third quarter. Bonds to throw it in. Gets it in to Bree Hurt. Hurt with the basketball. We're going to have a foul out front, and that may go against Candace Dans. And it is. That'll be foul number 3 against Indian Creek's leading scorer so far tonight. That's the last thing Dan Berkman wanted as Mackenzie Marshke hits a three-point field goal. 41-33. Lady Hornets by 8. Their largest lead has been 11 at 35-24. With the ball's Raven Dance right side over to McGregor. Candace Dance has it left side over to Knight. McGregor has it right side. Lady Braves staying on the perimeter. We got a traveling call made against Jessica Knight. Wave off the basket. 2 minutes left to play. Third period. Beech Grove 41, Indian Creek 33. We got a kick ball by Candace Dans. As the ball goes to the southwest corner of the gym, retrieved by Beech Grove's police chief, Mark Swartz. Mackenzie Marshke gets it over to Bree Hurt, stolen away. Here's Candace Dans on the break. She'll lay it in with the left hand. 41-35. Beech Grove leading by 6. Bonds has it in the front court, draws a double team. She gets it. We got a traveling call against Sydney Bonds. Hornets not taking good care of the basketball in that last possession. Candace Dans to throw it in on the near side of the court. Gets it to Jessica Knight. Knight across the 10-second line. Almost stolen by Sydney Bonds, but she commits the foul on the reach-in. That'll be foul number 1 against the Beech Grove junior. Kayla Kaiser re-enters the lineup for the Lady Hornets. With the basketball is McGregor. Raven Dance passes it to her sister, Candace Dans. Back over to Jessica Knight. Knight out front. Over to Candace Dans. Pass to Michaela Smith. Knight down low to Candace Dans. She'll get it out to McGregor for another three. And McGregor hits another three-point field goal. 41-38. Beech Grove's lead is down to 3. It was once 11. Kaiser missed the jumper. McKenzie missed the putback. With the ball's Knight. Pass down to McGregor. Goes off of McGregor out of bounds. Beech Grove basketball with 45.9 left to go, third quarter. Bonds inbounds to Taylor Peavy. Hornets may hold for the last shot. Peavy almost walked with the basketball. Hornets better get it across the 10-second line. They just do. Peavy with the basketball. Over to Marshke. That's a two-pointer. And she hits. Mackenzie Marshke for two more. 43-38. Stolen by Marshke. Over to Bonds. Peavy with the basketball. Over to Bonds, left side. Back to Marshke. Peavy. Down low to Kaiser. She'll put it up. Missed it. Rebound McGregor. Indian Creek with one last try here in the third quarter. Here's Knight. 5 seconds. She'll put up. Missed it. We got a foul against Beech Grove. And that foul will go against either Marshke or Bonds. That will go against Sydney Bonds. That'll be her second. As Jessica Knight will go to the free throw line. Jessica Knight to shoot 2 free throws for Indian Creek, the first of which is good. 43-39. 3.2 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. Cassie Smith re-enters the Indian Creek lineup. Bree Hurt does the same for the Lady Hornets. One more free throw for Jessica Knight. Knight misses the second. Ball goes out of bounds. Beech Grove will have it with 1.1 left to go. Mackenzie Marshke to throw it in. She gets it into Peavy. Peavy throws it toward the basket, but it's nowhere near it. As we've reached the end of the third quarter here at Beech Grove High School, your score at the end of 3, Beech Grove 43, Indian Creek 39. Stay tuned for fourth quarter action when we return here on BGTV. Three-quarters of work have all been accounted for as the Beech Grove Lady Hornets lead the Indian Creek Lady Braves 43-39. Beech Grove looking for win number 3 on the season, which will surpass last year's win total of 2. With the basketball is Jessica Knight for Indian Creek as they get the ball to start the fourth quarter. Knight with the basketball. Gets it over to McGregor for another 3. She left this one short. Marshke with the rebound. Stolen away by Candace Dans. Marshke might have wanted a foul, didn't get it called. Indian Creek with the basketball once again. Knight being closely guarded by Marshke over to Raven Dance, right side. Raven gets it over to McGregor. Back to Knight, left side. Knight over to Candace Dance. McGregor has it for the Creek. Raven Dance to Candace Dance. She'll fire with 3. Got it. Candace Dance with 3 more. 43-42 as Lady Braves draw to within 1. Still plenty of time left in this contest. Been a good game so far. With the basketball's Marshke down low to Kaiser. Kaiser lays it up and in. Kayla Kaiser with 2 more. 45-42. We played a minute into this contest, or fourth quarter rather. With the ball's Candace Dans over to Raven Dance, right side. Dans back to McGregor. Over to Candace Dans, left side. Indian Creek staying on the perimeter on this possession. With the basketball is Jessica Knight, being closely guarded by Bree Hurt. We got a traveling call against Jessica Knight.
Substitution Indian Creek, number 23, Kaylee Hayes.
Kaylee Hayes re-enters the Indian Creek lineup. Bree Hurt inbounds to Taylor Peavy. Back to Hurt. Now Beech Grove gets it into the front court. Mackenzie Marski's pass is intercepted by McGregor. Or check that, Kaylee Haste. With the basketball's Knight. Pass intended for McGregor by Candace Dans, goes out of bounds. Actually, it was Michaela Smith who broke up that pass intended for Kayla Kaiser by Mackenzie Marski at the other end of the court. With the basketball's Taylor Peavy for Beech Grove. Over to Marski. She fires a jumper, missed badly. But there's Kayla Kaiser to grab the offensive rebound. She drives, puts it up. No. Rebound controlled by Giller. Giller puts it up. No, but she's fouled. Let's see who the foul is against.
Foul number 32, Michaela Smith for Indian Creek, their fourth, Indian Creek 6.5.
The foul is on Michaela Smith, which will be her fourth. Two players in foul trouble for the Lady Braves as Lizzie McGiller misses the first of two. She will have one more. 5:47 left to go in the contest. Giller hits the second free throw. 46-42. Beech Grove by 4. With the basketball, it's Jessica Knight. But there's Mackenzie Marski to break up the pass. That was intended for number 32, Michaela Smith. Lady Braves retain possession. With the basketball is McGregor. Almost thrown away. Ball deflected by Peavy. Loose ball on the floor, picked up by Candace Dans. She gets it back into the front court for the Lady Braves. She'll put up a running jumper, missed badly. Rebound McGregor. McGregor, we've got a held ball. Possession arrow points toward the Beech Grove basket. And it will be Beech Grove basketball. 5:25 left to play in the game. Beech Grove with the ball, leading by 4. Time for Beech Grove to work the basketball a little bit. Giller with a jumper. No, but she's fouled. That foul will go against
Foul number 15, Alexis McGregor.
Alexis McGregor, which will be her third. Lizzie Giller will go to the charity stripe for 2 more free tosses, the first of which is good. 47-42. Lady Hornets by 5. Giller will have 1 more free throw. She hits them both. 48-42. Beech Grove by 6. Their largest lead has been 11. Candace stands with the ball. Over to McGregor for Indian Creek. Back to Michaela Smith inside the key. Over to Dan. She drives the lane. We got a traveling call against the Lady Braves. Another forced turnover by the Lady Hornets. Indian Creek is drawn to within 1 but hasn't gotten over the hump just yet. Still plenty of time left in this contest. Beech Grove with the ball, leading by 6 as Bree Hurt travels with the ball. Another unforced turnover by the Lady Hornets. Jessica Knight will inbound the basketball, gets to Candace Dans. Dans across the timeline. She'll set the offense up. Over to Jessica Knight. Knight over to Haste. Back to Dans. Here's a three-point attempt by McGregor. She left it short. Dan saves it, gets to Haste. She misses the jumper. Ball goes out of bounds. It will remain with Indian Creek as the ball was last touched by Mackenzie Marski. Timeout, Indian Creek. We will take one here as we have a stoppage of play with 4:24 left to go here in the contest. Your score, Beech Grove 48, Indian Creek 42. When we return here on BGTV. 4:24 left to go in what has been an exciting contest so far as the Lady Hornets lead the Indian Creek Lady Braves 48-42. It'll be Indian Creek basketball when play resumes. Jessica Knight will inbound the ball from the near side of the court at the south end. Gets into Candace Dans. Dans with the basketball. Maintains her dribble. Dans dishes it off to Smith. Back to Jessica Knight. Over to Candace Dans. Dans with the basketball. Staying on the perimeter. Fires a three. Missed it. Ball retrieved by McGregor. Indian Creek still has it. Here's Michaela Smith. She lays it up and in. Two more from Michaela Smith. 48-44. Beach Grove by 4. 3:46 left to go here in the contest. Hurt. Down low to Giller. She'll put it up. Got it. Lizzie Giller with 2 more. Hornets up the lead back to 6 at 50-44. Just over 3.5 minutes to play. Candace stands with the basketball for the Lady Braves. She'll drive over to McGregor for 3. That misses. There's the offensive board by Haste. She walks with the basketball. I thought they were going to call a foul against Beech Grove, but the officials called traveling against the Lady Braves. 3:19 left. Beech Grove with the ball, leading by 6. Bree Hurt with the ball for the Lady Hornets. Over to Peavy. Peavy crossed the front court. Over to Kaiser. She drives the baseline. She's fouled. Let's see who the foul is against. That is foul number 4 against Alexis McGregor. Two players with 4 fouls each for the Lady Braves as Kayla Kaiser misses the first free throw. That first free throw rattled in and out. She will have 1 more. Kaiser makes it a 3-possession game as she hits the second free throw. 51-44. 3 minutes left to go in the contest. Candace stands with the basketball out front for the Lady Braves. Gets to McGregor. Back to Dans. Dans drives, puts it up. Missed it. Rebound. We got a loose ball foul against the Lady Braves. That is against Kaylee Haste. That'll be foul number 3 against Haste. 4 players with at least 3 fouls for Indian Creek. That is the 19th foul against Indian Creek as Kayla Kaiser will go to the line for the front end of a 1-and-1. Kaiser hits the front end. 52-44. She will have 1 more. The next Indian Creek foul will put Beech Grove into the double bonus. Kaiser left that second one short. Braves basketball. 2:43 left to go. Candace stands over to Jessica Knight. Back to McGregor. McGregor has it. Stolen away. Loose ball on the floor. We got another tie-up, I believe. Indian Creek will keep it as the possession arrow points toward the Lady Braves basket. Jessica Knight to throw it in for Indian Creek. 2:31 left in this contest. Pass. We got a kick ball. Lizzie Giller kicked the basketball inadvertently. Lady Braves will keep it. Pass into McGregor. We got a held ball, but the possession arrow will point toward Beech Grove. Beech Grove will have it. But not before a timeout by the Lady Hornets. We will take one here with 2:27 left to go in this contest. Your score, Beech Grove 52, Indian Creek 44. More after this here on BGTV. Back here at Beech Grove High School, where the Beech Grove Lady Hornets are 2 minutes and 27 seconds away from picking up win number 3 on the season. This will be the Lady Hornets' second win against a sectional opponent, as the Lady Hornets have already defeated the Danville Lady Warriors 50-47. Beech Grove's other win came against Edinburgh on the Beech Grove hardwood, winning 63-27. Indian Creek's 2 wins have come against Whiteland 51-34 and against Morristown 58-41. Beech Grove Hornet basketball stolen away by McGregor. McGregor with the ball in the front court for the Lady Braves. Back to Jessica Knight. She'll set up the offense. Time is getting short for the Lady Braves. Cassie Smith with the basketball, or check that, Raven Dance with the basketball for the Lady Braves. Now Knight has it. We got a foul against the Lady Hornets, I believe. That will go against Kayla Kaiser. That is foul number 2 against the Beech Grove senior. Kayla Kaiser is, of course, the daughter of Beech Grove School Superintendent Dr. Paul Kaiser. Shot is missed by the Lady Braves, but there's Kaylee Hayes with the putback to make it a 6-point game, 52-46. Lady Hornets by 6. Here's a steal by Raven Dans. Gets it over to Candace Dans, but Knight puts it up and in. Jessica Knight with 2 more, 52-48. Indian Creek applying the full court press. Beech Grove needs to break it somehow. Hurt. Over to Peavy. Gets to Marski. What do we got? Timeout, Beech Grove. 30-second timeout called by the Lady Hornets. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining. Minute 25 left to go. Hornets clinging to a 4-point lead. Two players with 4 fouls for Indian Creek. 2 with 3 for the Lady Braves. Beech Grove has 1 player with 3 fouls and 3 players with 2 fouls each. On the floor for the Lady Hornets are Marski, Peavy, Hurt, Kaiser, and Giller. Peavy gets into Hurt. Hurt with the basketball in the front court. Hurt has it left side. Nearly stolen away, but Peavy has it. We got a foul against Candace Dans. I have Dans for 4 fouls. That's the 3rd Indian Creek player with 4 fouls. At the free throw line will be Taylor Peavy, one of 3 seniors on the Beech Grove Lady Hornets roster. The other 2 seniors being Shannon Newworth and Kayla Kaiser. First free throw by Peavy is off the back of the rim. She will have 1 more. 1:13 left to play. Let's see if Peavy can extend the lead to 5. She does. 53-48. Dans over to Knight. She hits the 3. 53-51. Indian Creek will take a timeout. We have a break in the action with 1:07 left to go here in the 4th quarter. Beech Grove leads Indian Creek 53-51 when we return here on BGTV. One minute, 7 seconds remain in this contest as Beech Grove clings to a 2-point lead over the Indian Creek Lady Braves. Team foul situation. Indian Creek is already over the limit with 10 plus fouls. Beech Grove has 6. Indian Creek has 1 timeout remaining. Beech Grove has 2. The possession arrow is pointing toward the Beech Grove basket. Marski has the basketball for the Lady Hornets. Gets over to Peavy. Hornets break the pressure. Peavy gets over to Kayla Kaiser. Pass to Lizzie Giller. Deflected away by Candace Dans. Beech Grove will keep it. 57.2 left to go in the fourth quarter. As Bree Hurt will inbound. Hurt looking for someone. Passes into Giller. Giller might have been fouled, wasn't called. Over to Peavy. Back to Bree Hurt. Hurt draws a double team. We got a foul against the Lady Braves. That will go against Raven Dans. That'll be her first. But like I said before, Beech Grove is in the double bonus as Bree Hurt will shoot 2 free throws. The first of which is no good. She will have one more. 49.8 seconds left to go. Hurt misses both. Rebound to Raven Dans. Cassie Dans brings it across the timeline. Indian Creek can tie or take the lead on this possession. Hornets' largest lead has been 11. Indian Creek has gotten to within 1. Here's Dans, Candace Dans. She missed the jumper from the right baseline. We got a held ball. Beech Grove will get it on the alternate possession with 28.5 left. Check that. It's Indian Creek's basketball. Possession arrow should have been pointing toward the Braves' direction. Knight gets it into Candace Dans. She'll fire a 3. That's off the back of the rim. Loose ball controlled by McGregor. We got a timeout, Indian Creek, with 20.1 seconds left to go here in the contest. Beech Grove leads Indian Creek 53-51 when we return here on BGTV. Back here at Beech Grove High School, 20.1 seconds remaining in this contest. Indian Creek will have the basketball once play resumes. In what has been an excellent contest to date. Jessica Knight will inbound near her basket. As the Lady Braves look to tie or take the lead. Knight looks for somebody, gets it down low to Dans. She'll put it up. Got it. Candace Dans with 2 more. 53 all. Marski has the basketball. 11 seconds. Hurt gets it to Marski. Hornets break the pressure. 5 seconds. Kaiser has the shot block, but she's fouled. And the foul will go against Raven Dans, which will be her second. Kayla Kaiser with an opportunity to give her team the lead if she can hit 1 or both free throws. Here's the first free throw from Kayla Kaiser. It is no good. She will have 1 more. 3.6 seconds left to go in the contest. Come on, Kayla. Hit this free throw. The second of which is good. 54-53. Here's Dans. She'll put it up. No good. And the Beech Grove Lady Hornets defeat the Indian Creek Lady Braves by a score of 54-53. Kayla Kaiser's free throw with 3 seconds left to go in the contest gives the Lady Hornets the 1-point win. Thanks to Nick Newland for keeping stats up here in the booth. For our producer, Wiley Craft, and the rest of the crew here at BGTV, I'm Jim Pick saying so long for now. Again, the final score tonight, Beech Grove 54, Indian Creek 53. You've been watching Beech Grove High School girls varsity basketball on your home for Beech Grove High School sports, BGTV.